Good morning, everybody. It's really good to see you doing something a little different this Sunday. Obviously, not at the church. I'm just here in my office, and I don't have a. I'm not going to be preaching a message today. I more wanted to just say a few things, talk with you, and encourage you to watch somebody else this morning, actually. Um, before we do that, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about a couple different things, but really, I think it's looking like hopefully you're all doing well, and I haven't heard the opposite, so I imagine that everybody's doing good. Um, Again, please reach out if you're not. Let somebody know if you need something. We want to be able to help you out. But it's looking to me like, at least especially here in Washington, we could be in for this for a little bit longer than we initially thought. So I'm feeling like it's going to be with our governor, especially, it's going to be a little bit longer process before we're back to being able to meet for church. Maybe not. Maybe we'll be surprised. And so, in light of that, I just wanted to talk about a couple things to maybe help us stay connected as a community, and just encourage you. I think one of the biggest things that I'm thinking of right now is that, in light of even what I've been talking about and preaching about in terms of what tree are we going to eat from? Are we going to eat from the tree of life, or are we going to eat from that tree of knowledge of good and evil and judgment? And I think this gives us a real chance to walk this out. One of the big verses that we've been kind of going back to all through this series and the What's Your Lens series is the one in Colossians about how there's no fear in love. And I think that's something that we really need to be careful of right now, is that we don't, no matter what side you fall on, if you are really embracing social distancing and some of the theories that are out there about that, or if you're on the other side and you're really frustrated about some of the things that are shut down and where we are maybe as a state, either way, I want to encourage you not to give in to fear. That somehow in this, there is a better place for us to be. We can be responding in fear of being sick, fear of everything and everybody being contagious, fear, that kind of fear, or we could respond in fear to, is life ever going to get back to normal? What's going to happen with our finances? Is our state ever going to open up? And I just believe there's a better way for us, and that there is life. There's a place for us to choose life. Obviously, staying focused on Jesus is going to do that, but in a real practical way, what are ways that we can respond that bring life and bring love, no matter what side of things we are on? And I think that's just going to be good for all of us to remember. If you're feeling fear on either side. And sometimes fear can make us want to shut down, and sometimes fear will make us really angry. So fear can play out in numerous different ways. But if you're feeling that, just take some time to pray, take some time to meditate, to watch some of the videos that we've been doing, so that you're thinking about just what are ways that I can respond in life, and what are some ways that I can respond with love right now. And I believe if we do that, it'll help us get through this process quicker. But in that, we'll be able to walk through it with grace, and we'll be able to see God do some awesome things in our lives, and hopefully in other people's lives. So I hope that makes sense. And this Sunday, as you're kind of maybe if you were expecting a message, that's what I really want you to think about and remember, meditate on, pray about. But I have just a couple of other thoughts that I want to throw out there in terms of how we can make it through this process as a community, and stay maybe connected better and walk through it with grace. But I really want to encourage you to watch the videos that we're sending out. I know I'm sending out a couple a week, and whether that's the Sunday message, where it's a chance to kind of get into the Word. I'm so excited about this series, and if you've watched, I'm really geeking out on trees right now. I believe that there's a lot in there for us, And so it makes me sort of sad that we're not together even more than I already am, just from missing you, because it would be so cool to get to see and talk with people more and kind of interact to just see where that's hitting. And so I had an idea, and I would love for you, if you have questions kind of from these first couple messages in the series, just about what I've been preaching on, or what I'm hoping is that some of you are putting together implications that I'm not, or just things that you're seeing with our connection to trees, or Scripture's connection to trees and what it's saying. So if you got some thoughts, some inspirations, something like that, if you could maybe just take a video of yourself asking a question or telling me something that you're inspired about and an implication, and just send it to me, that would be so cool. Then I can work that into my Sunday messages and some of the things that I'm doing. So I'd love to know just where that's hitting you and how. So please do that. Take the time. Won't take you very long just to record yourself. Send that video to me, and that will be great. Or you can let me know. I'm trying to Zoom, Skype, whatever, connect with people. And so if you want to give me a call or set up something like that, I would love to do that and see you. One of the other things that I want to encourage you to do is just to try to participate and respond in the different things that we're doing. And so I know on social media is more where we've done that, and Muriel's been doing a really good job putting things on there. But she had an idea that I know she posted this week about people sending in pictures of trees. And so as they're on their walks or in their neighborhood, whatever it would be, if you see a tree that's just awesome and beautiful, or maybe just weird and funky, I don't know, I'm up for anything. Send those pictures to me, send them to Muriel, post them on, I don't know how the social media thing works, but post them on that, however that happens. And then if there's other things, if Muriel's asking questions on there, please respond to that. I will also try to put those out in the emails, because I know some of you read the emails more maybe than you get on social media. And that would give you a chance to respond as well. So I think the last question that we kind of floated out there was, what sort of games are you playing in this season? Are you coming up with anything interesting to do to kind of stay busy? That is not the last question we asked on there?
It is. I was just thinking of what you guys are doing.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
That is also something I decided I'm going to save it, but hopefully all of you are doing some really weird things to keep yourself amused. Our family is definitely doing some weird things, and we're recording them as well. So I was thinking about maybe sending out something this Sunday, but I think I'm going to wait until maybe we really need a pick-me-up or a good laugh, and I'll send that out. But let me know, or let our social media accounts know what you're doing to kind of, stay busy, connect as family, what sort of games you're playing out there. But please stay connected. I think we all have more time. Most of us anyways have more time than we've ever had. So watch the videos, stay connected that way, respond to the different questions. One of the videos that I'm doing obviously is the Meet You at the Well Wednesday. And I'm excited about that. And so let me know if you would like to be on that segment, and if you've got a drink for me to try with you, of course. And also, I think I'll get back to doing some getting to know your Bridger this week. And so I might be reaching out to different ones of you. I have some people already on the docket for interviews that way. So watch those, stay connected, respond where you can. Don't let yourself fall into even deeper isolation than we're already in. And so sometimes just basic things like responding to texts and, responding to some of the funny, weird things we're doing is a good way to do that. Love you guys. Last thing. Almost forgot. What I would really love for you to do this Sunday in terms of getting into Scripture, and I will put a link in the announcements and maybe a link on YouTube as well. But I would really love for you to watch the Bible Project's video on the 2 trees, and specifically the Tree of Life. And they do a really awesome job. I told you that's one of my biggest maybe resources right now is their podcast on the Tree of Life. or just trees. I'm eating that up. It's really, really good. But this video is shorter, and like we've shown at church a couple other Bible Project things, it's very, very well done. So I'll put that link in there for you to watch, and then just be meditating about trees and the implications. And we are going to, when we get back into scripture for next Sunday's message, I think we're going to be looking at some of the very important places where trees show up along the way through scripture, kind of up to Jesus dying on a tree, and maybe what that really means on a deeper level. So but you get into it yourself. Again, email me, send me video, something with your questions, implications, and we'll continue to just dive in this together. Love you guys so much. I miss you incredibly. I mentioned it in one of my interviews. For those of us that are extroverts and also physical touch people, this is kind of torturous. So I wish I could hug you all. Just imagine me giving you a big hug right now. That's kind of an awkward one. I don't know how to do this without it being... Okay, maybe don't imagine that. We'll just wait for the moment that I can see you and hug you. But love you. Keep seeing and dive in deeper into what God has for us in this season. Remember that we get to respond and walk in and live in real life. And so let's be a community of people that do that and do that well. Love ya. Hopefully see you soon.